Hello, my Patreon family. Welcome back to another installment of Case as the Oracle on Patreon, okay? Where it is just me, you, and the reading, which is how it should be, right? Don't you enjoy it that way? Period. So, guys, let's get right into it. Angels, ancestors, protect my energy. Put a fiery wall of protection around me, my home, my family, and fancy. Allow me to see and hear the messages clearly. Take my bias out of the reading. Angels, ancestors, I appreciate your love, guidance, wisdom, and protection. Also, put a fiery wall of protection around all my Patreon family, both new and old, and send them love and life for their highest good. Amen. All right. So this is going to be pretty quick unless I feel like I should ask more questions. But angels, ancestors, did Lil Boosie and Lil Nas X have sex? Did Lil Boosie and Lil Nas X have sex? Did Lil Boosie and Lil Nas X have sex? Have they had sex before? Has Boosie and Lil Nas X had sex before? See, listen here, guys. Now, what's granted is I asked myself this question off camera. Okay, boom. I asked myself this question off camera, and I actually got a double yes. So I'm getting a yes again. I feel like they just started and they will also continue into the future. I feel like in the past it was a thing of like, no, fuck you. I don't fuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going there. I don't know why or who would knew, it's a lot of questions now that the yes has come out. But basically they were opposed to one another initially, right? They had some type of talk, a type of sit down, and you like, man, you know what? I really fuck with you, dog, or something like that. I don't really know. I feel like Boosie puts on this tough persona, which is his character. Boosie is a character. Whoever Boosie's real name is, you know what I mean? It's who fucked whatever Lil Nas X real name is. Okay, period. Okay. They also agreed to have this beef in the media as a narrative because they both collect money from the beef. It also blends into this whole thing of desensitizing Americans and the world to the gay agenda, the transgender agenda, and all of that. Some people are lost as to be like, well, how is it an agenda? That's another video. If you're really asking that question right now, you're missing the whole point. But again, listen to your intuition, because I already got the answer earlier when I asked it. So the answer is still yes. If they're going to be publicly asked or something about one another, or like or in some type of recent interviews coming up, like, what you really do, you secretly got a crush on? I don't know if somebody's going to ask like, oh man, nah, man, no. I feel like somebody's going to play it off or something like that. Like, nah, man, I'm not, something like that. Something like that. All right. Something within the next few weeks, some type of interview or something about them denying something or something like that. I don't know. Like, why do y'all keep having this beef? When you keep, bothering somebody, maybe you secretly got, I don't know, something like that. I feel like somebody's going to be asked that in the interview, or something like, no, man. Something like that, right? Then in the future, again, they're still getting paid to continue this agenda, okay? And feed into what people think in their perception and the beef and what have you, okay? People are still going to believe what they want to believe, whether they came out and said that they was fucking each other or not. So I'm like, no, not Boosie. You could see a motherfucking sex tape. They be like, no, that ain't real, just like the R. Kelly shit. So it's like, people going to believe what they want to believe anyway. But as far as from a spiritual standpoint, and metaphysical science, again, I don't have to get into the whole details of all that, and I'm not. That's a whole nother video. But just know that this got confirmation with the yes twice. To me, in the first time I asked, both yeses came out. And again, this is the yes with the exclamation mark. So it's indefinite that they have had sex before, and they will continue a sexual relationship in the future. Okay. I don't know if they'll work together or something in the future like that, or was the no to like the collaboration with the song, because they have been in a studio together and all of that too. Like, that's why this romance card is at the bottom of the deck, because yes, there is something going on. So let's ask some more questions for the nosy people out there. Angels, ancestors, did Boosie initiate the sex between him and Lil Nas X? Did Boosie initiate the sex between him and Lil Nas X? A lot of cards going to come out. Did Boosie initiate the sex between him and Lil Nas X? I think it was like they kind of both wanted it. Like I said, again, they were paid to play in this agenda, paid to play or something like that. I don't know. I'm getting that energy. But did Boosie initiate the sex? Did Boosie initiate the sex? See, listen to your intuition. It's like they already said the answer. They both wanted it because they were in close proximity as part of this whole agenda or something like that. So they were attracted to each other. And Boosie is a hardcore freak, okay? To him, he can compartmentalize the sex as, I'm not gay. This is just friction from a fucking stranger, or this is just what feels good. This is not like I'm finna go out and I'm finna be, you know, popping and locking like this motherfucker pussy popping on a handstand, you know, painted as a fucking rainbow. So he can compartmentalize it in his mind, like, oh, I'm not really gay. This is just, you know what I'm saying, some head from a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how he can compartmentalize it in a way. That's the energy that I'm getting. Will their sexual relationship be leaked? Will their sexual relationship be leaked? Will their sexual relationship be leaked? Somebody, it's a plan to have it come out. Because again, just like we exposed the whole Sydney Starr and Darius McQuarrie, aka Eddie Winslow, bullshit that's fucking fake. It's the same thing. They're being paid to play in this agenda, period. And the agenda is a success because it gets people going, it's getting people desensitized or something like that. And again, this is a big payday for him to play in this, because for them it's not a facade, but to lend his image to this, to, you know what I mean, for Boosie, or yeah, because it's really Boosie, because everybody know that Lil Nas X is fruity, but it's Boosie is getting paid handsomely to tarnish his image, being connected, or his character with being connected to Lil Nas X, even sexually. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting, people. Because the question was, will somebody leak it? Something will come out to the nature, and that's why I just got this. Something is going to come out before I even ask this, and somebody's gonna be like, no, it ain't gonna be no hard ass no. It's just gonna be like a soft no, like, nah, man, nah. And it's really some bullshit when it's really yes, man, yes. Okay. We can ask it since we're here, but do they love each other? Do Lil Boosie and Lil Nas X love each other? The Lil Boosie and Lil Nas X love each other? Do they love each other? I'm not getting like I'm not getting like a love energy. It's about money and it's about sex, period. It's about money and it's about sex. Something about enjoying each other's company, music, stuff like that, but that's what I'm seeing. And sometimes when they beefing in the public also, I feel like there's some type of lover's quarrel or lover's spat, and I feel like people are starting to see past that, because like, why would you continue to be connected to this dude? We don't give a fuck. We know you said how you felt. You continue to keep coming up being connected to him. What is going on? So yeah. I just keep, because I was gonna ask like, well, where did they really meet? I'm just getting like the studio, stuff like that, like the studio. Because I know y'all was like, well, where was this sex going down? Or was they initiating it? I mean, I don't know, something like I'm just seeing like something about the studio, and I'm just seeing like something about Boosie getting head and Boosie doing the fucking, but I'm not seeing Boosie getting fucked. But we can access since we're here, right? Angels, ancestors. Does Boosie get penetrated by Lil Nas X? Does Boosie get penetrated by Lil Nas X. I feel like according to these cards, I feel like at first he went down with it. I feel like he gonna want it or something like that in the future. But as of right now, he's the giver. Because I keep getting this romance card. Like, yeah, I feel like he gonna be the taker coming up in the near future. But at first I feel like he was just the giver. He was the top and Lil Nas was the bottom. But I keep seeing something about Boosie just really like here. He just nasty. He just nasty. He don't really care where he get his kicks on Route 66, okay? And it looked like he one of them motherfuckers that's doing that freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing that nasty shit, sucking dick, you know, and all that nasty and all that nasty shit. You hear me? See all down his stoke and shit. We don't listen, nasty. I'm finna get about this energy. This is probably gonna be a reading that just gotta stay on Patreon because yeah, this was a little too salacious to release on YouTube. This might get a bit hemmed up. Who knows? But guys, thank y'all for listening. If you were interested and you know was nosy, thanks for watching. Thanks for riding with your girl. If I left any questions out that maybe piqued your curiosity that I need to ask in the future, leave those down in the comment section. So guys, like I always say, seek the trees, vibrate higher, and carpe diem. Until the next time, we're out.